Many Americans dream of owning a home, but the combination of high prices and high mortgage rates has convinced some people that renting is a smarter bet. One survey shows that on average, the monthly cost of owning a home is now about $1,000 more than renting. Experts say that is among the highest premiums for home ownership since the housing bubble in 2007. Nancy Chen is here with more. Nancy, good morning.
Nate, good morning to you. It's a question many of us face, and it's even more confusing when the cost to rent and to own are both expected to keep going up. So now, as the busy spring buying season ramps up, should you buy or rent? For Greg Morano, proposing to Kayla Lewis was an easy decision. The question that followed, not so straightforward: to rent or to buy.
We talked about it probably for almost a good 3 to 6 months, just in terms of apartment sizes, styles, locations. But then I think it kind of shifted to the home process.
It was actually a little bit more affordable than some of the apartments.
It's an age-old dilemma, and buying has long seemed the smarter financial move. But now, with interest rates still up, the median mortgage payment is more than $2,000 a month, a record high since 2009. In major cities, it may be cheaper to rent instead of buy, like here in Boston, where the average monthly cost to own a home has gone up by more than 30% compared to a year ago. Rent is also less than the monthly cost of home ownership in cities like Seattle, San Francisco, and Austin, according to Realtor.com.
As a single woman, I just wanted to let go of some of that responsibility and the stress that's involved with maintaining a single-family home.
Chloe Moore had owned her Atlanta house for nearly a decade when she sold it in favor of renting, a choice she says was ultimately a lifestyle and financial decision.
Buying a house is not just a sticker price.
Absolutely. There's upfront costs and then there's ongoing costs. One of the things I like to say is that rent's the most that you'll pay and the mortgage is the least that you'll pay.
She would know. She's also a financial planner. Moore says you should only buy if you plan on staying in the home for 7 to 10 years. On top of the mortgage payment, you have at least 10% for the down payment, an additional 5% for closing costs, and at least 6 months' pay and savings for maintenance costs. And don't forget taxes.
Make sure that you have your finances in order, understand your numbers, and work with people that you trust.
For Lewis and Morano, with the help of their realtor, they just closed on a home in northern New Jersey.
I think that's the dream everybody grows up with, right? It's one day hoping you have something you can call your own and finding your person, which I found mine.
Oh, nice.
And some more tips. If you are looking to buy, set a maximum budget and stick to it, even with all the bidding wars happening in some markets, even now. Also, use the 28-36 rule to know how much house you can actually afford. That is when you spend a maximum of 28% of your gross monthly income on housing and 36% on all debts. I mean, home ownership is such a big sign of making it in the American dream.
An accomplishment, yes.
Yes, and it's building equity.
But it's hard for me to let go that when you're renting, it feels like you're just throwing the money and you don't get anything back in return.
Right.
But you're saying it sounds like renting is not a bad option.
It's not a bad option. It seems like the surefire win has been to buy for so long, but with mortgage rates what they are right now, it is not as clear-cut in a lot of markets.
Yeah. And not to mention you have to resell as well if you think about moving.
A lot of fees. A lot of fees.
Don't forget the cost of taxes. Also, don't forget the cost of insurance, which can break the bank.
But you don't get the rent money back.
I know
That's
you
what
don't.
I'm so
I know.
hung up on.
Yeah, even if you're paying higher interest, if you own the home, you are getting that equity, at least a portion of it every month. And that does feel good. At least I rocked myself to sleep on that. Nancy, thank you very much.